Hi, so I am doing a tour of the super suite that I live in Yudof Hall. It's 4 people, 2 bedrooms, bathroom, kitchen, living, and laundry. I also have some random tips at the end in case those are helpful. And I put this turkey here because you'll definitely see a lot of turkeys. So yeah, enjoy. So here's an overview of the main living area. The place comes with the table and the 2 chairs, and then you have your kitchen, a little bit of tile on the floor, and then you just have some open space. We were able to put a couch in there, but a couple chairs maybe would also work, and Christmas decorations. So now I'll just show you what's in the cupboards. So above the microwave, we keep napkins and paper towels. Then we have a microwave and oven, both of which work pretty well actually. You get a decent amount of counter space, which I would definitely use because the cabinets can be pretty tight. Under the sink, we have a recycling. The housing does give you 3 bins, but we found it better to use a separate box for cardboard and then just use 2 of the bins for our bottles. You get 2 drawers, which we have filled with cutlery. And then all the other lower cabinets we kind of just use as shared items, so like cooking and baking pans, as you can see. Now for the upper cabinets, this is just where we keep all of our separate food and dishes. We do have a bit more space than you typically would because my roommate moved out at semester. So you and your roommates will just decide how you want to split up all these cupboard spaces. And then the side cupboard over here, we just keep our coffee and tea and spices. Now, with 4 people in such a small space, the cupboards fill up really fast. So be prepared to keep some of your food above the cupboards. Just grab like an extra bin maybe. And this also means that a step stool can really be handy. We do have a short one over there for everyday use, but a step stool like this, we also have, and it seems like overkill, but it's actually very nice to have. Now for the hallway and the 2 closets there. This first larger closet has the washer and dryer. It's not the best washer, but it's a little loud, but it gets the job done, and it's really nice to have it in your own place. Then we have the coat closet. We just keep some laundry stuff up there and some winter stuff. And then below there, we keep some extra bags and the vacuum. Also in the hallway, we have the thermostat, but unfortunately, it doesn't actually work. It looks like you can change the temperature, but it actually just shows you what the temperature currently is. Now we move into the bathroom. The shower is pretty standard, nothing too wrong with it. You can see we have a little wire bin on the wall. That's actually super finicky, so try to find some sort of storage that actually stays up. I also brought my shower curtain just because the plain white one is a little bit too bland. There is a decent amount of floor space in here, so I would recommend to bring some sort of shelving or storage just so you know that you're actually making use of that extra space. There's a nice big mirror on the wall, as well as a hook on the door for your towel, and actually a lot of space underneath the cupboard. We keep most of our cleaning supplies down there and a couple other things. And then you also get a medicine cabinet on the mirror. So now we'll move into my room. My roommate actually found this lofting equipment in the trash. It was just slightly damaged, so you probably won't be able to do that. You'll either get bunk beds or 2 separate beds, but you'll see in the other room the bunk beds actually aren't too bad. You can see we both have a decent amount of plants on the window. We both have our beds against that window wall. Then I have my desk next to the bed, and I brought this bookshelf in myself just because I have so many knickknacks and I needed a place for them. I actually took my roommate's dresser just because they fit so nicely under my bed. It really saves some space, and I have a little nightstand and a couple bins under there as well. This full-length mirror is actually really nice, and then we have our towels hanging on the door. Just the thing is, this door is like 2 inches thick, so make sure that the hooks you bring actually work with the door, or you could always just put command hooks and it should be fine. Next is the closet. We both have our hampers at the bottom, and then above you do get some shelving, which is nice. As for the actual hanging space, I gave most of that to my roommate because I got 2 dressers and she got 1, and I would probably estimate you can fit maybe 40 hangers in there. Now for the desk storage, this cubby has an adjustable shelf, so you can really fit whatever you need to in there. There's also this little shelf under the desk. This power strip is connected to my bed because you never know where the outlets are going to be, So bring an extension cord just so you know you can plug what you need to in. I have a chair pad. It's not really necessary. The chairs are pretty comfortable on their own. This keyboard drawer I keep my masks in. It's a really good place to just like drop them off and pick them up there. And then this larger main drawer is where I keep my skincare and my hair accessories. It's actually a pretty big drawer, and I really prefer keeping this stuff in here instead of in the bathroom, so I don't feel like I'm wasting anybody's time in there. Now I'll show you a quick view of the other room. As I said, they do have a bunk bed, but it works for the space. Another thing I want to note is that in all these dorms, they have random columns just to keep the building up, but you never know what you're going to get. So in this case, it is next to the window, and so just beware. It might mess with your space or your layout a little bit. But otherwise, they both have their dressers. They both have some stuff on there. There's another look at the closet. You can kind of tell how much you'll be able to fit in there. And then behind this door, there is another mirror, so you'll get that in any room. The desks are actually pretty big, like surface-wise. I would say you can fit a decent amount on there. They also had room for another rack of clothes, like a second closet. And then these white little shelves from IKEA, I was actually going to buy for myself, but they were sold out. But I would really recommend them. They're really slim. So if you're not sure about your storage yet, you will know that you'll be able to put these pretty much anywhere. I want to show this last clip for two reasons. The first reason is just the high ceilings, especially with a bunk bed or a loft bed. It really helps to make it less cluttered. The other reason is I want to stress that adding lights to the place really helps. These overhead lights can be a little bit dull, a little bit depressing, so adding some extra items really helps make it feel cozy. Lastly, I felt like I should include some random tips. So this first one is again about the lighting. It really doesn't have to be expensive. The 2 floor lamps you see in the video I got from Target for like $9, so it's really not too bad. It makes a big difference. Second thing is to get a large garbage can. I promise you will get your value out of it. The garbage can will fill up quick, especially in the kitchen, and with 4 people, you'll need it. Along with that, don't forget that the bathroom and bedrooms also need garbage cans. The silicone sink strainer, I will put a picture of what I'm talking about. You can get them at the dollar store, but I would definitely recommend them because the strainers that come with the sinks originally, they're metal and nothing can get through them. Like, water just stays in the sink and it's pointless. So definitely get a silicone one. Next, when you're buying your dishes and your cutlery, I would recommend getting 4 of each thing. It's enough where you don't have to do dishes every day, but it also doesn't completely crowd your cupboards, which is valuable space for food. Also, try to get dishes that are unique to your roommates. It just helps when you see it all in the sink, you know which ones are yours, so you can clean them quicker. Lastly, I want to talk about the meal plan. I bought 150 swipes, and this semester I only ended up using 50 swipes, so I would recommend getting 50 or 100 swipes. Of course, it depends on how often you can get groceries and cook in your apartment. I do recommend the meal plan because it is really convenient sometimes, but I was just not able to use 150 meals, especially when I knew I had taquitos in the freezer that would be way better than the dorm food. So that is everything I have. I really like living in Yudof, so I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.